Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about a rapper from Indiana who spent a lot of time in California by the name of Lil Devin, or aka Lil Dev. Now, Lil Dev seemed to have his things going together tight, man. He had his crew, his rap, he was picking up in the rap game. But tragedy struck on New Year's Day, man. It looks like he was having a family gathering and some armed robbers bust in the crib and shot him down dead. Now, based on the story, and once we go over this report and play the news clips, you're going to see it seems kind of fishy, man. I'm going to keep it real, man. It seems like this was a targeted attack, like they knew they were showing up to shoot this young man, and rest in peace to him, man. But, man, before we get to everything, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and, man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, man, let's talk about this Lil Devin situation, man. Now, this took place on New Year's Eve, man. He was at a New Year's Eve party, and it went down. This is crazy. So let's look at the headline from the local news story we're going to be referencing. So it says, Indiana rapper killed at family New Year's Eve party. Now, the rapper was killed in a city by the name of Anderson, Indiana. Now, it starts off this way. It says, Anderson, Indiana, police are investigating the death of a 24-year-old Devin Swain, who was killed at his family's home during a New Year's Eve party in Indiana Friday night. Now, there's also a news clip that I want to show that details the situation that went down, where they also talked to his brother. So let's check out this news clip and then break it down. That news clip, they said a lot. So it sounds like there were 3 armed gunmen who rushed into the residence where him and his family were having a New Year's Eve party, and then took his life. Now, obviously, he was the intended target, and nobody knows what it's about so far, man. Nobody, obviously the streets probably know, because, that's pretty blatant. Like, it's not blatant like it was in front of a lot of people, but in front of his family, when they're having a party, and then he was rushed immediately to the hospital where he lost his life. It's just a lot going on there where they risked a lot just to shoot him, and take his life, man. Now, according to the rest of the news report, he was a good dude. According to his brother, he seemed like he was on his grind trying to make it in the rap game, but you never know what he was into with people, or who he had beef with, who his ops were, anything like that, right? And this is not saying that this is his fault, because I don't know, it might have even been a mistaken identity. You never know. But due to the fact that they went through all those precautions, like going in there with the guns and stuff like that, and then rushing out, it seems like he was the intended target. You know what I mean? Now, the actual news story continues by saying this. It says, officers were initially called to the home for a possible home invasion robbery. Swain's family told Nextstar's WXIN, that's a local news affiliate here, right, that several masked men entered their home and attacked Swain. When they arrived, they found Swain with injuries to his chest. Swain was taken to the hospital, but later died. So it looks like several masked men. I guess I'm not sure where I got 3. I thought it said 3 masked men, but it says several masked men entered the home and attacked Swain. So they knew his family was having a party and showed up anywhere to attack him, man. Now, I don't know what this has to do with him in the rap game, but many times throughout the story, they mentioned the fact that he was a rapper by the name of Lil Devin. Now, it continues by saying this. It says family and friends said Devin was a rapper who went by the name Lil Devin. Now, as far as the rap game is concerned, Lil Devin wasn't that well known, you know what I mean? But if you were to look at his social media profile, and this amazes me, especially about a lot of rappers that are on the come up, and it looks like he was in California a lot, like he was in LA a lot. Even on his profile page, it says Malibu, California, which is probably one of the most rich, most expensive places in America, you know what I'm saying? But if you look at his profile page, he looks like a cat who's already on. He's got the chains, he's got the everything, the whips, all that, man. So you never know what was up, man. It's a telltale sign that, man, there's always more going on than what's beneath the eye. And I hate to quote the Transformers, but, man, that's where we're going today, right? Now, the story continued by talking to his brother, and his brother talked about how he was a good person and how they never expected this to happen. They also talked to people that he mentored, because I guess he was like a youth mentor or something like that. and they talked to him about that as well, talked to people he mentored as well, and they said he was a good dude. Now, the news story also ended with this clip right here, where we're going to talk about in just a second. So let's check this out. Show that, man, right now they don't have anything, or it's just too early in the investigation to really get an understanding of what took place here, but it's still a tragedy at the end of the day and a horrible way to start off the year, man. I know, man, this is just, we hate to just keep things rolling the way that they did last year. It's so bad, I don't even want to mention the year. You know what I'm saying? That's how bad that year was for hip hop as far as things going down. So we'll just say last year, right? Now, to be real, I want to say rest in peace to Devin Swain, aka Lil Devin. I know he wasn't known all throughout hip hop yet, and he was on his grind, but it's artists like him and people like him who continue this cycle of artists becoming big in the rap game, people making it, new talent always cropping in and stuff like that, right? So you always got to appreciate the fact that there's people out there grinding every day to make it in the rap game, to make music, to entertain us all. And he's a part of that, man. So rest in peace to dude, for real, man. Now, all the situations or the situation that this involves or anything that's around this, I'm sure we're going to get more information. And if that's true, that several gunmen ran into a house party full of different people and they were there to witness it, and they're all just regular people, they're going to come forward to the police and tell everything they know. And they're probably going to piece this together. Because nowadays, houses got all these Ring cameras on. Almost every house has one. You know, a lot of houses do. And as you're whizzing through the neighborhood, they're going to get license plate. They're going to get everything. Man, there's cameras everywhere, man. It don't do crime. Man, it's better to just find you a hustle, something in the digital space, something like that, man. But, you know, make music, that's cool. You know, all those things are a big reward for a big risk, right? But, man, as far as all this shooting and craziness and stuff, man, eventually something's going to come down and people are going to get caught. Now, with that, what do you guys think? Do you think with Lil Devin losing his life on New Year's Eve at a New Year's Eve party is a telltale sign that something's going to be going down in the future, man, as far as rap? Or is this a bad omen going into a new year, is what I want to say. Now, with that, this has been your boy, Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.